Hi everyone, it's me, 𝒏𝒐𝒏. Today is Sunday, November 10th, 2024. This video is dedicated to my beloved, and the topic of this video is going to be about how the only soul you know is the one that is in you right now, experiencing life through your eyes. And I wanted to discuss this in relation to the phenomenon of the fear of missing out, colloquially known as FOMO. But first, I wanted to share with you a passage from a book that I finished reading a couple of weeks ago, which is Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, and that's the first book in this collection. And the passage that I wanted to share with you today from Mere Christianity comes from the end of chapter 10, which is titled Nice People or New Men within Book 4 within Mere Christianity. So I'll show you the passage first in case you'd like to read it for yourself. So it's on that page right there, and I've enclosed it in brackets. And I'll read that aloud to you now. Here it goes. What can you ever really know of other people's souls, of their temptations, their opportunities, their struggles? One soul in the whole creation you do know, and it is the only one whose fate is placed in your hands. If there is a God, you are, in a sense, alone with him. You cannot put him off with speculations about your next-door neighbors or memories of what you have read in books. What will all that chatter and hearsay count? Will you even be able to remember it? When the anesthetic fog which we call nature or the real world fades away, and the presence in which you have always stood becomes palpable, immediate, and unavoidable? So that is the passage from Mere Christianity that I wanted to share with you today. And a specific line within that passage that I thought was very powerful was when C.S. Lewis wrote that the only soul you know is the one whose fate has been placed in your hands. And I said that I wanted to talk about this in relation to FOMO, or the fear of missing out. And I think that's important around this time of the year because a lot of major holidays are coming up, including Thanksgiving and Christmas. And around this time, a lot of people get this feeling of the fear of missing out, perhaps because they don't have a traditional family structure, or they might have strained relationships with their loved ones, or they might be alone, or they might have lost some of their loved ones. And that's why I wanted to talk about how we have to be strong enough to realize that our experience is the only one that we know, the experience that we have right now in this body. And it is a waste of time trying to imagine being somebody else or trying to think that other people have it better than you, because you really don't know if they have it better than you. Perhaps another person might be posting something on social media that makes it seem as though they're enjoying their time, they're enjoying their holidays with their loved ones, but in reality it might not be what it looks like on what they've posted on social media. Perhaps in reality they are feeling stressed out, or they're having some conflicts, and people tend to not show those parts of their lives. And so because what we see on social media is only the good parts of other people's lives, we tend to compare ourselves to those people and feel like we are the ones who are missing out. And this is why I have, over time, reduced my use of social media and reduced my time spent looking at other people's lives, because it's not benefiting me in any way. And I've chosen especially recently, to focus a lot more on myself and my internal development. And I am one of those people who doesn't have a traditional family structure. I grew up as an only child, and my parents were separated when I was a teenager. And I never really had the experience of a huge family get-together during Thanksgiving or Christmas. But I'm happy, I'm proud about that, and I see the benefits of my upbringing and the way that I've had to deal with these holiday events. And I think it contributed a lot to my personality and the fact that I had had a lot of time alone to develop myself internally because I didn't come from a big family. Anyway, overall, what I wanted to say by sharing all of this is that we shouldn't look at other people's lives and wish that we were those people or wish that we had a different life than the one we have right now. We are not responsible for being like other people or for wanting other people to be a certain way. We are responsible for making the most of the experience that we have right here and right now in this body, in this moment, and not wishing that we were in a different place or a different time or a different body. That's your responsibility right here and right now, to do the best that you can do with the life that you've been given and not wish that you were anyone else. And that is what is meant by the fact that the only soul you know is the one that is in you right now, experiencing life through your eyes right now. As always, I hope that you've learned something very valuable from my video today. And thank you again for watching and or listening. And I'd like to wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.